Good day everyone, my name is Francis Christopher. I'm going to talk about the censorship in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a kingdom under a monarchy government. The kingdoms in the land were united in the September 23, 1932 by its founder, King Abdulaziz Al Saud. The name of the nation is supposed to be Saudi Arab Kingdom, and the word Saudi is derived from the name Al Saud, which means in English family of or house of. The kingdom is governed by laws from the Sharia. The Sharia law is created from two books, which are the Holy Quran and the Sunnah. The Holy Quran is the holy book of Islam and written by their Prophet Muhammad. And the Sunnah is written by his disciples. From the Prophet's lessons and from his disciples' opinions, after watching the life of their Prophet, the Sunnah is created for the people to follow. The Sharia law affects the way of life of the people in Saudi Arabia. From secular laws to punishments and personal matters. From these strict laws, the government is given the opportunity to monitor and control their society. Strict punishments and rules ensure the people will remain disciplined and faithful to God. It may be an aggressive method to remind their people to respect and thank God, but law and order is enriched and reinforced. The government wasn't troubled by its people until the internet is introduced and used within their kingdom around the year 1997. Internet delivered a strong impact on the life and behavior of the Saudis, and it even affected the stability of their political style. The use of the internet is a threat for the monarchy government because people across the country can share information online which may be considered as lies and falsified information. Such abuse or misuse of the internet may create chaos and an uprising, such as the revolution in Egypt, Libya, Yemen, Bahrain, Oman, and Syria. Censorship is already practiced since the use of different kinds of media, from newspapers to radio broadcasts, and internet censorship shares a similar purpose of filtering, controlling, and blocking available sites. The government established the Commission and Information Technology Commission, or CITC, which is responsible for monitoring and censoring contents of the internet. Internet consists of having a variety of sites, and most commonly known, the pornography sites. And according to experts, people who witness pornography gets a negative impact or behavior since they may practice physical interaction more often. Such immoral behavior is forbidden by the Sharia law, and such act will receive strict punishments which are inhumane punishments according to the International Human Rights Organization. In most cases, both victim and assailant are punished in a fair proportion. Such restriction on the internet will secure the morals of the young generation, and the government will be able to enforce law and order without concerning themselves with minors. National security can be affected with the use of the internet, since cyber terrorism is possible when there is internet. The September 11 attack in America. Such event supported the Arabian government to control the internet from sites that recruits Arabians as terrorists. Internet social network recruits and gathers supporters that may threaten the image and security of the kingdom, such as Osama bin Laden. Though Osama meant no harm for the kingdom, it created a negative impact on the kingdom after the September 11 attack in 2001. The internet consists of having blogs to speak opinions freely in public, and such activity is a potential threat. Speaking up against the Saudi government will create chaos if left unattended, and influence spreading across the kingdom will create a possible revolution. The kingdom is under a monarchy system, and the lifestyle is fair for the people, but the freedom for women are limited, and such limitations are under one of the main concerns of the government. The potential and liberty of the people. The government tries to maintain the old cultures and traditions, and the traditions themselves limit the potential and liberty of the people. The government tries every possible positive alternative to provide the best solutions for their people, such as constructing a mall only meant for women. where men are forbidden to enter. This will give women the chance to feel secure and safe from any sexual harassment. It will also give them the chance for women to show off their outfits without wearing any abaya. Financial transactions are also being held in the internet, and such convenience may mislead and trick customers. It is difficult to distinguish authentic sites from scams and fraud sites. The government tries their best to secure the economy from falling. The national security is one of the main priorities of the kingdom, and the internet is a potential tool to collapse the national security of the kingdom. Censorship may have its benefits for the government, but one of its negative effects is that it prohibits the freedom of speech. Arabians who criticize the current government systems are being arrested and suppressed. Such act done by the government creates its own autocratic image, affecting the attitude and opinion of their own people towards them. Human rights organization is one of the government's pressure makers, as they defend Arabians who spoke their opinions publicly. The government is slowly and indirectly limiting the freedom of expression within the jurisdiction of the government. The government is trying to persuade the people that the internet is a bad influence. The government behaves as if they are controlling the people of Arabia, as they monitor and suppress free-flowing information in the internet media. Even with the censorship applied on the internet, the CITC also allows certain sites to be accessible under several conditions, such as giving a reasonable explanation why the site is important. All adultery and immoral sites are forever blocked, but more keep coming, and it is difficult for the CITC to monitor, check, and censor sites. Not all sites are immoral, but consist of educational information, such as the proper ways to deliver a newborn child, or information explaining the activities of nations having a revolution. The government plainly doesn't want their people getting the idea of reforming their government. Since the government is like an autocrat, it provides no compensation on site owners who were recently blocked. The use of censorship may secure the kingdom's culture, proper moral behavior, national security, and political system, but it still limits the freedom of information and speech within the kingdom. The monarchy is controlling the fate of the people, and when the time comes, when the government is corrupted, the people will have a hard time in their life. Hearing the opinions of the people will help remind the government their place and duty. Knowing the complaints and critics of the people will allow the government to act and fix problems, changing the opinions of the people from negative to positive. If the government practices its autocratic ways all the time, there will be a revolution and reformation in their political system. So to bring this to an end, censorship has a lot of benefits. Blocking sites or the media, monitoring the media, controlling the media, because it will ensure the security of the country. It will secure the power of the government. It will ensure that the people are under the influence of the law and order of the government, of the monarchy. Sometimes I see the custodian not in charge of the country, but the emirates, the government members itself, the ministers, they show more power than the custodian. And since the definition for a custodian is the defender of the two holy cities, so I don't think he has a lot of responsibility for the government issues. It's more like he mostly focuses on the protection and ensuring that Islam is not tainted, not corrupted, and ensuring also that the people outsiders such as Christians, Jews, Hindus, Buddhists, atheists are respecting Islam. And the custodian is accepting such as the freedom to speak, since you may visit the king, you may visit the custodian if you have the time in your hand, and you may express your problems. However, if you express against the monarchy, then you will be beheaded, or you will lose your tongue, or you will lose your hands or your limbs. Basically, you will just lose a part of your body, a whole lot of your body. So, what kind of freedom is that? And so, let me try to enter to your subconscious, your conscious itself, and let's say, should we try to think about this question? Should we allow such law and acknowledge it here in Philippines and apply it for future's sake? It will ensure the security of our people, the safety of the minds of our young generation, and a lot of things. But it will strip us from our freedom to speak, the freedom of expression. If we want to be like Saudi Arabia, wealthy, well respected by other countries, censorship is one of the reasons why they're successful. They have complete power and control over the people. So I don't know if they're corrupted, because I've never seen anything that says like the government is corrupted or such. There may be some, but they're hiding it from the public. So I don't know what's the truth and what's the lie. The lies, Saudi Arabia. So thank you all for watching. This is the end of my video, and I hope that you're not bored from it. Because if you are, I understand it, because I'm not really good at anything. Jana, or ilalika ya muallima.